Hi, this is a demonstration video on what you can do with OpenOffice when you create PDF forms, or any type of PDF for that matter. What I've done is I've created a PDF that you can print out, and there'll be a link to it in the description, so you can print this out for free and use it. It's an example of what you can do, and what I did was make a chart to record what chores my children do and how they correspond to their earnings and their allowance. This would be in a case where you don't give them allowance for doing nothing, I guess. And so you would record what chores they do, whether it's feeding the dog, cleaning the room, that sort of thing. And then if they do them, well, then they earn their allowance. If they do half of them, I guess they would earn half. But I guess you would just do it however you want to do it. But in any case, this is a chart that kind of helps you record that. Bonus earnings being something that's not regularly done, like maybe washing the car, or something that you don't do every week or every day. And then on the bottom we have a check that they would fill out, and then they would cut it out from this dotted line, and then give it to you, and you would pay it. You would pay whatever the amount ends up being here. And probably a good idea is to review what they've written here and how they figured out their earnings. That way you know what you're paying for. But anyway, you do it the way you want. Just showing you an example of what we did here, and I made another one that uses what we learned in the making a fillable PDF form. So if you wanted your child to fill out this chart on their computer, feed the dog, and then they would fill it out here. Put an X when they do it, don't put an X when they don't. But typically, with many of these forms or these sort of reminder things, what they are is just a reminder so the young boy or girl can remember what it is they have to do. Helps them to keep themselves accountable, I guess. So you don't have to keep hounding about it. You just put this up on the refrigerator, and they can look at it and remember what it is that they had to do. But that would be for the other form that you would print out. You can print this out as well. You can fill it out and then print it out. Or you could just leave it blank, put it in their computer or on your computer, and they can fill it out at the end of the week or just every day. They keep track of what they've done. And when they do finish one of the chores and they fill this out, and at the end of the week they total everything up, and then they can print it out and then fill this all up and give it to you and get their allowance. In any case, this is just an example of something you can do with creating fillable forms. You can create forms just like this and then print them out, and do a combination of filling out on your computer and then filling out physically with a pen or pencil. So this is an example of that. We're going to have more examples of different forms you can create, and they'll also be free to download. There'll be links in the description so that you can download these forms. There's not going to be any catch or anything. You just download it and use it as you'd like. So all we ask is you give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, you can put a thumbs down. But this is a pretty good form, good example, and mostly what it is to give you an idea for other forms you can make, other fillable PDF forms, and how they should look or how they can look, and that way you can try it out yourselves using our other videos, which I'll show you how to use the different tools to create these fillable fields. Now, as a side note, I'm using the latest version of Adobe Reader to view this PDF, and you might want to update yours if it's an older version, because the older versions of Adobe Reader do not view the fillable forms very well. You can't fill these in very good on some of the older versions. You get the newest version, you're not going to have too much of a problem filling these out. Okay, So that's the video. Watch out for our other videos and other free forms that we're going to create as examples of what you can do. And let us know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for other forms we can create for you. Oh, and one other thing, I created this other field here so that you can fill out whatever it is you want. Not everyone's going to have the same, I guess, amounts for doing a chore, and so I created this extra field both on this one and on the unfillable form. And the reason for this field is so that you can put, at least in my in my head, I kind of had the idea that maybe you would put an amount here. Every time they did it, it would be a, whoops, every time they did it, it'd be a quarter. And then so they would X out each one, and if they came up with 5, it'd be $1.25 or so forth. And so, and then you would put amount or whatever you want up there. Just gives you an extra field so you can kind of configure it to your own tastes or your own needs. That's what that extra field is, right between chores this week and Monday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.